Yo, good morning, good morning. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? It's Friday, May 10th, 2019, at the end of the week. Let's wrap it up strong. What a bloodbath we've been seeing in the market past week. Obviously, the situation with U.S. China trade wars, Trump's, putting tariffs on China, and it's just getting worse and worse. More talk last night about more of an increase in tax going on in all products from coming out of China. So a lot of companies, anybody that does business with China, pretty much everyone on the planet, is going to get crushed really, really hard if it continues. China's talking to fight back, this, that. So Dow futures last night dumped like 100 points, but then came back up. But there's just a lot of chatter, so obviously a lot of nerves in the market, So as we've been seeing all week, everything's trading down across the board. I think yesterday, sector-wise, I think two of the sectors. Two sectors actually closed green. Real estate and energy. Everything else was bleeding red. SPY down almost a point. Trade a little bit up aftermarket and pre-market, but we're going to see what's going to happen today after the bell rings, and see what the sentiment is moving forward. But obviously, a lot of nervous traders, a lot of nervous investors dumping shares because they don't know what's going to happen, which is understandable. Good for short sellers, good for the bears, obviously taking advantage of emotion like we do. So that being said, let's get it going. We're got 8 going into our watch today, and we're gonna see obviously the sentiment of the market once the session begins. But this is what we like going into the session. So first up, we got TDD, excuse me, the trade desk. Traded obviously down pretty hard yesterday in the market, and found a little bit of bounce 180. And traded above VWAP in the afternoon. That being said, we're going to see how this thing's going to react after the bell, after the dust settles. We're going to see if this thing is going to continue down or it's going to continue its uptrend that it's been trading at for quite a while. So it's going to continue the downtrend. Continue the sell-off that we saw yesterday. Definitely like this thing. A few more points to the downside. Obviously, we have a significant $32 haircut yesterday, so it's too much. It can't go any further. How we always say, once you say that, then it goes another 5-10 points. So it shows weakness. What we're gonna do. Next up, we got CBGI. CBGI, as you can see, had that run since the 6th. Started trading sideways past few days, with obviously a lot of talk, China talks. We're gonna see if it's exhausted. It's kind of putting in quote unquote the cup and handle if it's gonna happen or not. But we're going to see if that is going to occur, and if it does, then we'll step back and wait for it to get exhausted. If it trades up, then we'll let it trade up. If it starts to retrace down to the mid 56 level that we like, then we will step in and take it down. Next up, we got PLT. PLT, obviously, as you can see, had that sell-off on the 8th, traded up pretty much all day on the 8th, try to fill that quote-unquote gap. Then, yeah, as you can see yesterday, it just traded down in that original direction that it was headed on the 8th. So we like it, definitely another couple points of downside at least. So we're going to see it and wait back and sit back and see how the market reacts to this thing. If it still continues this sell-off, then we definitely will hop on board as well. ICPT has been all over the place. You can see that drop from mid-April. It's been trading down, so it's definitely showing some weakness continually. So we like this. Obviously, it trades up, gets stuffed out, trades up, gets stuffed out. So it's just slowly showing its weakness, slowly showing its downtrend. So we definitely like this. Another point, a few more points of downside. Had a little bit of action after market last night. A few shares being traded so far this morning. But that being said, we definitely like it continuous down to the downside. GTT sold off on the 8th, has been selling off continuously. We like it down to the low 28th, so another maybe another 2.5 points to go. Decent amount of ATR. It had almost 3.5 points down the downside yesterday after a significant run, a dump on the 8th. So it's showing some weakness. Boys are jumping ship from this thing. So we're gonna ride this wave until the trend changes. CREE, as you can see, had that sell-off on the 2nd, and it's just been kind of putting that curl back down, showing some weakness. Cannot break above that 69 level. So right now it's trading low 63s, and if it continues its downside, we're like to the high 50s, 57, 58, 59. showing that once it reaches this, it's 50 on the daily. We'll see if it holds. If not, then it's going to continue to fade out. That is our probability. CNC, as you can see, has been putting this curl in, showing some weakness, closed almost 2 points to the downside yesterday. Obviously, a lot of the Trump talk brought a lot of stocks down with it. This is one of them. Sold off quite hard towards the end of the session, which obviously is a red flag. So it means boys are jumping ship. It's almost 50% institutional ownership, so we like a little higher. That being said, when you have a move like this late in the afternoon, obviously, red flags are flying. So we're gonna keep an eye on this thing. A few shares were being traded yesterday after hours and pre-market as well. So we're gonna keep an eye on this thing, showing some weakness. We definitely like it to the 51 level. Last but not least, ATRA. ATRA is kind of a clean downtrend chart. We like this this chart. Yesterday we saw it selling off. It just showed weakness all day long. Almost closed at the low of the day. So that's a day 2 continuation, perfect candidate for us. We're gonna like this thing. It shows any kind of weakness whatsoever. Once the bell rings, we're gonna hop in and enjoy this thing to the downside. All right, guys. Friday, big volatile day. Take that a step further with this China-U.S. trade war situation. You just have to be very, very, very diligent with your stops. If you're not in the money immediately, cut your losses and wait for it to happen, because you can easily get squeezed if you're shorting, or just get dumped. And shares can be your position is going to be reversed really, really quickly if you're in a long position. So just stay very diligent with your stops today, as always, but especially today. All right, guys. If you want to know how we're doing it and how we're picking our stocks, how we're trading these charts, how we're building our watch list, come check us out at thestreettrading.com, and we will sort you out on the 90-day course. All right, guys, have a great day in the market, and we will check you later.